Where do I even begin, bro? I went into this weekend knowing that this match was going to determine my mood for the rest of the week and for the entire summer. And I just have to summarize it like this. I was not disappointed. As a Milan fan, as someone who's been to PSG Stadium, the Parc des Princes, and knowing PSG's culture, the Parisians, the city of Paris, Eiffel Tower, all of that, and knowing the idea that one of the biggest cities in all of Europe, their football club, hasn't won the Champions League was something I couldn't comprehend. So going into this match, considering everything personally, the bias, I thought that this final was going to be a banger. I just knew it was going to be because these teams, from first glance, were evenly matched. Inter's defense, I mean, they were good. They conceded 6 to Barca, but they still won. And before that game, they conceded actually before Bayern, they conceded 2 goals. Which is crazy. And then as soon as the knockout stages came, they just decided to, you know what, let's push for CL. Let's go to the final. We want redemption for Man City in 2023. They got there. But PSG also had their path. They went against Liverpool, who were one of the favorites, topped the group stage with only one loss. PSG had to fight through the playoffs. Actually, no, they didn't. They destroyed Brest 10-0. But they were still struggling. They had to get past Man City. 4-2, they had to come back. And Liverpool, I mean, people say they were unfortunate to get PSG, but that's just how the format works. The bigger teams have to face the teams that didn't perform so well on the group stage, and that team that didn't perform just happened to be PSG. So PSG outclassed them in both legs of the round of 16. I watched both of them. And in the first leg, if it wasn't for Alisson borrowing an absolute masterclass, it could have been a lot worse for Liverpool, I gotta say. If they wouldn't have went to penalties, it would have been done by 180 minutes of total football. Then PSG, I wouldn't say they cruised past Aston Villa, since they lost 3-2 in the second leg, but I don't think they're really locked in the second leg. And after that, they faced Arsenal, who just beat Real Madrid 5-0 on aggregate. 5-1 on aggregate, excuse me. And people thought Arsenal defeated the champions, Real Madrid. They should always go to the final. But that was a Real Madrid with a poor defense and not consistent at all. And PSG showed that they were able to rejuvenate themselves after the group stage performances where they just scraped into the playoff spots. And PSG destroyed them. PSG destroyed Arsenal. I support Arsenal as well, but if this tie definitely wasn't as entertaining as Barca Inter, but PSG managed to get the job done dominantly. They only conceded 1 goal against a team that scored 5 past Real Madrid. And, alright, let's stop beating around the bush. Let's go to the final. So I watched that final. I watched the entirety of that final. The yellow Inter shirts and the blue and red PSG shirts. From minute 1, with that weird kickoff tactic that they used to just kick it into Inter's half, really took Inter off guard. That super structured defense that Inter had, out the window. The first half, first goal, scored by Hakimi, where he was completely left open, and all he had to do was a tap in, created by Desiree Doué, the 19-year-old. It's too easy from Inter to let him score like that. And the fact that Hakim didn't even celebrate is crazy. Then, moving on to the second goal, which was scored by Desiree Doué. A volley, a half volley, deflected off of DeMarco, who has been deep fried, cooked, filleted, and cooked for the first 20 minutes of the match. And I think it, just to top it off, that the goal was deflected off of DeMarco. Inter fans, this guy is just not the guy who's the best left back in the world. So, unfortunately, a 19-year-old cooked him. And the second half wasn't any different. They scored 3 this time. The first goal was the goal that made the brace for Desiree Doué, making it 2 goals and 1 assist in the final. Created by Ousmane Dembele, the same as the first goal. And then it was the next goal, scored by Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. I actually know how to say that correctly. He is probably the best January signing ever. Just purely based on impact alone. I've never seen someone come in January and change a team like that instantly. It didn't take him time to adjust. Like, I forgot, but there are plenty of January transfers where it's just like, they need to reinforce now. PSG, they have wingers, but Kvaratskhelia is a winger they never knew they needed. People thought, oh, 75 million for this guy. What? It's crazy. It's going to be a flop. No, it's complete opposite. He scored in the Champions League final in the first 6 months in France. Bro, crazy. And then, just to top it all off, the cherry on top, Mayulu, another 19-year-old scoring against Inter. I mean, Inter, bro. Inter merda, bro. Inter, I mean, I don't know why I should feel bad for them, but it puts a lot of negative emphasis on Inzaghi's legacy, because now Inzaghi has the most embarrassing UCL Final performance of all time on his resume. He's not a bad manager. I would definitely take him at Milan. It's just, how can you possibly move on and think of yourself as one of the best when you know that you've had one of the most atrocious performances ever? His substitutions weren't great. Bisek was injured, okay. He could have subbed on Carlos Augusto. He didn't. And the fact that the best player on the pitch for Inter was Zalewski is crazy work. None of the players were working as they used to. Thuram, Martinez, Sommer was beaten at the near post so many times. And PSG finally won their first Champions League ever. Luis Enrique won it and dedicated it to his daughter, who the PSG Ultras made a tifo for. It's very heartfelt. It was very caring from the PSG Ultras, and I thought that this game, PSG are one of my favorite clubs. I was like, oh, you're a bandwagoner, but no, I just really love the city of France, love the culture of the club, especially this season, getting rid of all their stars, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, Zlatan, Dani Alves, Thiago Silva, David Luiz, and with this team of young, mature players, got to win the Champions League. It's a real statement. It's a real statement by Luis Enrique. and a real statement by Nasser Al Khelaifi and the Qataris, and it's a big win for French football. And that's the end. I just wanted to go on a rant on PSG's incredible performance in the Champions League this season, and Inter's good performances as well. They just couldn't get the job done, and it showed in the end. So just make sure to subscribe to Professor Dividius. Drop a follow, drop a like, turn on the notification bell, and I guess I'll be posting more often, shorts and stuff like that. This is the first official long video of the channel, and I really hope that the Club World Cup also sees PSG winning that too, because that would just cement their legacy as one of the best European teams. So, thank you guys. Arrivederci. Пока. See you later.